2022, Wednesday. Good morning. It's Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. This is the last class in this series. I am happy about that, and yeah, it's maybe not. The effort today is going to be to review just a little bit more. There's some basic concepts, general idea, and to pay attention. Again, we'll work on tiger and horse. Pull those two out of the form, work on them individually, and we'll pay a little bit more attention to the fundamentals that we need to have so we can improve the practice. This idea of standing, basic stepping methods, the way the body moves, the idea behind the form. All of these things matter to how we move, right? So we want to review just a little bit of that in context of this is the last class in this series. It's also, and I've talked about this a little bit, it's also the first class, right? Everything always comes back to the beginning. So where we started is where we end up. In fact, literally in the form, we come back to where we started. As we're moving, this idea of entering and leaving, moving forward, moving back, moving forward, moving back, your choice. Left side, right side, yeah, forward, back. I'm moving forward. Yeah, I'm moving back. Should put my coffee down before I spill it, right? Okay, so this, I'm going to finish this thought because it's really kind of important. All right, this moving forward, moving back, moving left and right and center. Those are the 5 elements. Entering, leaving, look left, look right, centering. Metal, water, wood, fire, earth. Those 5 elements give us the foundation for the 12 animals. If we don't know the basic stepping method, and we'll do this together in just a minute. Basic stepping method, right? Step, step through and close. Basic stepping method for Xingyi. Step, step, close. This foot goes, this foot closes. 60 here, 40 here, right? This basic stepping method we learn with foundation work in the 5 elements. We use it in this form throughout. At the beginning, we're here. What? 三体步, 劈船, 蹦船, 抛船. Right? Those are 劈船, entering, split, The first in the creative cycle of the 5 elements, if we've learned that with the 5 elements, we know it as we start this form. Oh, I know that. We can then apply that knowledge, right, to everything else that we're doing. The stepping method, right? We apply that. My back foot did close. Yes, it did. Start. Let me go this way. Okay. Step, step, close. And the leg does stretch out. We do want to do that. All right. In small space, step, step, close. That's fine. Not a problem. Step, step, close. Turn around, go the other way. Step, step, close. Step, step, close. And I don't go through walls. I really don't. So that motion forward stepping method is the same. If we have that, right, practice that. Just the stepping method. When we put it in the form, we don't have to pay as much attention to it as we would if we don't know it, right? That practice something and then put it into the form, the entire form gets better, is and has been a concept that I studied forever, right? This one movement, this one, right here, this one movement. What am I doing? I need to keep my hands, I talk like this sometimes, right? I need to keep my hands still. Why? Because it looks terrible, right? It's distracting. Why do I need to do that? I don't. I can make an effort not to. The same thing in practice. Exactly the same. I'm going to make an effort to do what? I'm going to take small steps today. Right? I'm not going to take small steps today. That sense of how I'm going to practice, what I'm going to practice, and having the fundamentals, not in this case at your fingertips, at your toe tips, makes all the difference in how the rest of the movement appears, right? So let's say stepping method. Practice the stepping method. Hands here, hands behind your back. Yeah, do this with me. Feet together, our feet about shoulder width apart. Shift left, open the toes right. Little step. Front foot steps forward. Back foot cut steps through. Front foot to the 45. Back foot through straight. What was the front foot is now the back foot, and it closes. It stays on that 45. Step, step, close. So I'm here. Right toes turn out. Sink. Step, close. Step. I'm here. This is straight. Goes for 45 as I step. Step, step, close. That stepping method by itself, and find your back. Pay attention to the transfer of weight. Pay attention to the length of the step. Should be even to your body. So as I'm here. As I step, I'm going to keep the same distance. Step, step, close. Right? Pretty much the same space. I'm a little bit lower. Not too much. We don't go too low. Right? We don't. The stance is intended not to be. Right? There's some stances that we do go. The monkey, we do go up and down. There are several things that we do that go lower. This stance does not. All right. So I'm here. Roughly, the length of my step should stay more or less the same. Wide step, short step, wide step, short step, no. This wide, this wide, this wide. In some of the linking form, as we change our step, we go from, I'm just talking about monkey. So I'm up here, and I sweep down, and I come up. That change can be smaller or larger. The intent, remember I'm talking about backing up, one of the 5 elements to it. Back, go, up, and back, come out again. That sweep, as we step up here, the dynamic that I have behind my movement, how much force, how much energy, what I'm physically doing in that movement to drive the energy. It's physical energy. This is the kinetic energy that is carrying my body forward. All right, what am I doing? In the first case, I'm going. In the second case, I'm trying to be more stable. I'm trying not to move as much, right? So that it's slower down, it's slower, it's easier to see the movement, and there's a greater distinction in what I'm doing in the movement. That paying attention to gives us the ability to go faster. It's the side effect. If and it may not make that much sense, but the skill that it takes to move more slowly, the focus, the concentration, the ability that you gain, gives you the ability to move more quickly. If you want to work on moving more quickly, you need that foundation to be able to do it. Without that foundation, it won't happen. clarity of movement won't be there. The distinctions and the articulations through the movement won't be there. You might get speed. Let me see how fast I can go. That by itself is not enough. There needs to be everything else that goes with. And one of the foundation skills for being able to move more quickly is the ability to move more slowly. I'm not making it up. It's just the way it is, all right? The stop, go kind of movement that we have in Xingyi right? Pull in, extend, force. That movement comes from moving more slowly. Pull in, sink the breath. Santi Bull. Pull in, sink the breath. Keep pulling in, sink the breath, get the back leg ready to step. You're going to push with the back leg, step with the front. Right leg is front, step. That, go. That sense is fundamental to Xingyi. Pull it in, pull it in, pull in, now go. Using strength. Strength and muscle are not the same thing. How much muscle you have, your muscle condition, more than how much the physical muscle condition in your body will give you more or less strength, but it's not the only thing that we pay attention to when we talk about strength in the internal arts. Major, the internal strength that comes from two things: the internal practice, the internal workmanship, connecting the breath, the energy, all of the internal parts, connecting the external parts. So my shoulders are not as strong as my legs. That's it. It's true. Could be another person whose shoulders are much stronger than their legs. Yeah, there probably are quite a few actually. Okay, that difference is something that we have to pay attention to in our own practice and how we work through each of the movements. The idea behind that I need to use strength doesn't change. Got to be there. Okay? This is not a Xingyi movement. It's not. It might be stand here, sink the weight, step a little bit, get ready, now step and step through. That would be fine to learn. First step. You can't learn how to do something unless you know what the step is, right? First, stand here. Can I stand here? Where is my body in space? Am I well placed? Am I even over both feet? Where's my weight? As I sink left, what happened to my weight? My weight changed, right? As I step out, I'm going this way, right? I'm not going this way, I'm going this way. As I step out, what happened? here, what happens? Fist with the front foot. Turn the waist. Do this with me. Feet about shoulder width apart. This is horse. So just to be clear about that. And we're going to step to the right just a little bit. Turn the waist to the left, sink to the left, and step out to the right and turn the waist. Again. One more time. Big circle. And again. I'm exaggerating that circle so you can see it. That's what it should look like. No. If you don't know that this circle is there and you don't have an idea that you can make it smaller and that you should, how do you know what this movement is? What are you doing here? I talked about the application. What are you doing through the movement that gives you the next movement? How do you make it continuous? Right? That continuity, that continuous motion gives us the ability to keep going. If I try and stop it, static motion. Pretty static. But if I think about, I'm going to come out, I'm going to stop. And now I'm going to do something else. That 1, 2, there's no continuity there. You can get faster at doing it, but you won't get as fast or be able to do with as much strength. More muscle, yeah, but not as much strength. Like, whole body. As if you keep that turn. Getting to here is practice. It takes a little bit of work for the coordination to happen, for the sense of, excuse me, for the sense of placement to be there, so that you feel that you can extend your strength through the movement. Because that, and I'm going to say that again, extend the strength through the movement. Okay? Everything we do has this idea of through, not at. Okay? It's it's a distinction that I'm making in English that makes sense in several other languages as well. I might have to change the preposition, the way I'm phrasing it. But the idea is, if I've got something here, I want to go through it, not at it. If I think about going through, right? I go here. If I think about going at, I'm going to stop here. Big difference in the way that I move. Big difference in the way that I approach both of those. The goal, one of the main goals in Xingyi practice, is to build up this internal energy so that we can move through. That energy moves through the form, it moves through the body. As we're practicing, as we're building that energy, we want to pay attention to cultivating how we move so that as we do whatever else we're doing in this system, we're consistent. Okay, that consistency, I'm going to do this movement according to Tai Chi principles. I'm going to do this movement according to Bagua principles. I'm going to do this movement according to something else, right? No. This is Tai Chi. This is Xingyi. This is something else. I'm going to do whatever something else says I'm supposed to do. This is Bagua. This is Tai Chi. This is Xingyi. All right. We have a series that is the beginning and the ending. And let's work on this for just a minute. I'm going to show it, then we'll do it together. At the very beginning, we're here. P-Chuan, open. Step through. Turn around. Right? At the end of the form, we're here. Turn around. Right? This returns us back to the beginning. Let's do this. Do this together. I'm going to start over here, and then we're going to move to over here. I'm going to start over here. It's too confusing. Okay, I'm here. Feet together, stand straight. This is the very beginning of the Xingyi 12 Animals linking form. Salute. Step open left, right, center. P-Chuan. Step in. Step through. Turn around. And down. Left foot front, right foot back. P-Chuan, we're going to turn around. Turn to the left. Step out with the left. Bong-Chuan, stay on the left. Pao-Chuan, turn around. Now, step back. Both hands come to center. Straighten the legs. Salute. This restoring the form. Hui Lai, coming back. I started, I went out, I did something, and I'm going to come back to where I started. And in that process of doing something, I've learned a few things. I expended some energy. I used what I know. And as I was paying attention to what I was doing, I learned something. Each and every time. I do. Each and every time. That, whatever I just learned, bring it back in. That's how we develop our skill. That's how we get better. Whatever mistakes I made, yeah, okay. Bring those in too, right? If I don't recognize it was a mistake, if I don't recognize that there might be a problem, how can I fix it? Can't. It's perfect. I don't have to work on that. Yeah, maybe not. Alright? So, as we pay attention, walk it through one time. As we pay attention to each move, stand straight. Am I straight? Are my feet well placed? My tailbone tucked in? Am I pulled up through the center? As I step, open. What happened? Step through, bum chuan. Pow chuan, turn around. What did I need to do to complete that move? And what did I do wrong? Because I did. I did. Alright? What did I do wrong? Now, here, left foot front, left hand front. We're going to turn to the left. Step out. Step through. Turn. What was different? First one, second one. What was different? It's important. My body was not straight the first time. I made much more of an effort to stay straight the second time. Body needs to stay straight. Don't lean. Leaning here ain't gonna help. It won't. This needs to come out so this can come up. Right? If my leg is not strong enough to support my body to go straight down as I bring this leg out, and come back up on the other side, right? It's not going to happen. There's holding strength that has to be there. There is extension that has to be there. The hips have to be flexible enough to do it. The body has to be able to support itself sufficiently to do it. The legs have to be stronger in the hip than most of us maintain, right? So, even with that idea, as I said here, no, don't lean. Stay straight, sink, and turn here. So that even though it's not all the way to the ground, right? The strength that you can apply is still there. Now, working on how this goes up and down, how much it goes up and down, is partly hip, partly knee, and partly leg. A lot to do with the middle section and with the back. We will be working on some of that. All right? Bagua has a similar kind of requirement that as we turn, there are movements that go lower and come back up. We need to develop the strength to be able to do that. As we work on each movement, that what can I do today? Question. What can I do today? How will what I can do today help me improve my practice tomorrow? If I'm paying attention here, I just changed something in my hip, right? Oh, lower. Ha! I was paying attention to where my hip was placed and how I was using the muscles through the lower back as well as up through the shoulder. Made an adjustment in the hip. Oh, I can go lower now, right? That sense of what am I doing gives us the skill to improve what we're doing. It's It's hard work. 这下谁要有功夫? Alright, 功夫. Do some work, right? One more review from yesterday. Tiger. And this is the quiet tiger. Nice kitty. Right? Let's see if I can do this here. Feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to step out to the right. Both hands over. Step up. Step out to the left. Do it again. Go to the right. Step through. And to the left. This here to here. It's not a big move. It's actually smaller than hello, how are you? Goodbye. This when we first learn it, I'm going to show you how I teach it. First learn. Feet about shoulder width apart. Bring the arms up and over. Come out. Big circle. Pull down. Pull down more. Open at the hip. Close as you push, as you step forward. Right? Here. And here. This is bear. Bear. Tiger. Tiger. Bear. Different. One goes over, the other goes over in a different way. All right, that step. As you're learning, I need to understand what my hands are going, which direction my hands are going. This helps. Making this big circle, back to front. You're pushing something away. Right? That helps to understand the dynamic behind what we're doing. That's not the movement. It's here. Not here. Bring it in. Come through. Right? I'm not out here. I'm alright. According to your own body. Right? This lower Tantian, that's upper Tantian. Turn to push out. I don't know what that was. I don't. I don't know what that was. I don't. Don't do that. That was, let me go wave my hands. I'm pretty sure that you had some idea of what that might be. That's Xingyi. Wave the hands, not Xingyi. I don't know what that, again, I don't know what that was. Alright, as we this is part of what we want to pay attention to as we move. That yi part of Xingyi, mind, being mindful of what we're doing, having in mind what we should be doing, and keeping in mind all of the things that we want to bring to practice. Xingyi, literally, xing, the character means the outer form, E, mind, intent, Chuan, fist. This method of internal arts, this method of boxing, Chuan, fist, also translated as boxing, Xingyi Chuan, fist, has fundamental practices that we incorporate in everything we do. The idea of entering, leaving, look left, look right, and centering. And centering is part of every movement. The skill to pull in, breathe in, connect the breath, and then extend everything all at once, all together, all at the same time, going all to the same direction, with strength, with force, with intent. E is part of this practice. This is what we learn here. This is the practice. This is what the art teaches us. It's not me. I'm trying to show you how to analyze this art. You can look at any other art the same way and take it apart and look and see what it teaches you. What do these movements represent? What do these ideas represent? How do I represent these ideas that go with this form in these movements and not use something else over here? I don't play football on a basketball court. Okay? I don't play football at all, but wrong place. I'm going on a basketball court to play baseball. No. You go on a baseball field to play baseball, and you play basketball on a basketball court. You want to play football, soccer, American football, you need a field, right? The rules are different. The same thing goes for all of the martial arts, and in particular I can speak in particular for those arts that I've learned, several, and they're not the same. Similarities, of course. We're human. It's a martial art. There are going to be techniques that require certain use of the body. That's goes with, right? They're different. The more we can look at those differences and refine the way that we move so that the art gives us what it was designed to give. That understanding of what goes underneath. If we look at it and pay attention to it, it starts to tell us, that movement doesn't feel right. Your weight's too far back, or no, your weight's too far front, right? If we're paying attention. Right foot back, left foot front. Santibo. I think I will close with that. Santibo, 60 seconds each side. Right foot back, left foot front. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, sink, Left foot back, right foot front. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Sink and come on up. This fundamental practice gives us the doorway, gives us the easy chair, gives us the place to come back to for each and every movement in form. I hope that you have enjoyed Xingyi class. It's not over. This series is finished, but I'm not. There will be more. Tomorrow and Friday we have Qigong class. Fundamental sets, foundation sets, basic sets on Thursday, and Friday we have the advanced sets. On Monday of next week, we will start Bagua. Class is going to move slowly. All right, that just lets you know up front. As we get started with Bagua, I'm going to take it easy. There are some foundation exercises, some body conditioning exercises that I need to work on. So we're going to do that. And we're going to pay a little bit more attention to the foundation stepping methods at the beginning. I taught Xingyi 5 elements and the foundation stepping methods with those 5 elements, so that as we moved into the 12 animals, my expectation was that was mostly already there. I have no such expectation with Bagua, so we will spend some time on some fundamentals, on some body conditioning as we get started. That's also going to give me time to work on my computer systems and do a couple other things so that I can maybe address some of the technical issues that I've had going on. I hope you'll join me for class tomorrow, and on Friday next week again, Bagua, and Thursday and Friday will remain Qigong for the near term. If you haven't taken a look at it, take a look at my new newsletter threads. It's up on the website, opens as a PDF. I made it simple. You're welcome to it. It's free. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.